Hi Stacy. So here's your file, and as long as I think the easiest way to do this is to just make your little hexagons bigger, and so that they overlap the outside hexagon, and then just union everything together. And that is if you don't need these corners of the hexagon to be exact, if you, exactly matching with the outside one. If you do, then let me know and I'll try to think of a different way to do this. But for now, I'm just going to change your little hexagons to a different color, and I'm going to bring them to the top by pressing Home on the keyboard. Home brings whatever you have selected to the very top of the stack. And so I'll zoom in and I can see that you were overlapping the nodes here to get them to overlap. What I would do is I would just hold down Shift and Control and click and drag to make your whole thing of hexagons bigger. And then I'm going to press End on the keyboard to send that to the back. And then I'm just going to use the arrow keys, and I might make it bigger even, like this, and then have it so that it's, you know, pretty close to being the same all the way around. Now what I'm going to do to easily get rid of these things that overlap, I'm going to take your original and I'm going to Control C to copy, and then come down here and do Control V to paste. Okay, so this is a path and not a stroke. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to break it apart. I'm going to do Path, Break Apart. And that breaks it down into the inside path, which is the small hexagon, and the outside path, which is the larger hexagon. And you can see if I put them together, the large one, I'll send it to the back by pressing End on the keyboard and select the small one, which is now in the front, and I'll change it to white. And you can see that that's the small hexagon and the large hexagon. So I only did this to get that inside shape. So I'm going to select the larger hexagon and delete it. And then I'm going to take this one and put it directly in here. And whatever snap-in tools you have turned on, it exactly put it in the right place. So you can just leave them the way they are. And then I'm going to change my preferences for outset. So I'll do Edit, Preferences, and then next to Behavior, I'll click the down arrow and then scroll down to find Steps. And then I can change the inset outset. I'm going to change that to, I don't know, 1 pixel. I don't know what yours is set at. Half a pixel would have been okay, but and now I'm just going to outset this pink circle, and you can do it up here for Path Outset, and you can see that got 1 pixel bigger. You can also use the keyboard shortcut of Control and close parentheses, which is the 0 key. So I'm holding down Control and the 0 key to make that, and I'm just hitting it over and over again to make that inside hexagon a little bit bigger. And the reason I'm doing that, I'll make it I made it a little bit transparent, and then we'll zoom in and you can see that that is overlapping the black by a little bit, by about half of its width. It doesn't really matter, just as long as it's overlapping a little. And then we're just going to use this pink hexagon to stencil out these. So basically I'm just going to select both of those, and the big pink hexagon is on top, and then I'll go to Path, Intersection, and that only keeps whatever is intersecting between the two things that I've chosen. So it'll only keep whatever is overlapping between the big hexagon and the little hexagons. Okay? So now again, if I moved that to the front by pressing Home on the keyboard, you can see that they're all chopped off and they all overlap your black hexagon. And then you can just select both of those and do Path Union. All right, and then now, oops, it should all be one thing. If I was to change the fill to transparent with the X here and give it a stroke, change that to like 1 pixel, you can see that now we've got, whoops, I deleted it. We've got the cut path on the outside and then all these little hexagon cut paths on the inside. Okay, So hopefully that, and then if you do need the hexagons on the inside to be more precise, and let me know, and then we can look at how to do that.